extra? How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Get.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him. Feet were moving. The legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Again, it's Johnson, and they're going to move it down to inside the 25. First and 10, Taylor now. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And this is incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Jags are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown, Jaguars! They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it.
He's got a man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
11 MT, hey!
Burrow on play action. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season.
Here we go.
He's got a first down, too.
11 Thomas.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ready, quick.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Burrow. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
I'm one, Rick.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On third down, Lawrence. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Gun. Shot. 11 empty. Shot.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Now a hit and a loose football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And careless with a football there on the kick return. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jerron Johnson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Burrow looking to pass. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Here we go. Here we go. 11-90.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, it's Burrow. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gotta go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
11-90.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
12.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Hands it off out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
11 MT pace. 11 MT pace. 11.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11 MT.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here we go. 11.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gun. 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
11 MT pace. 11 MT pace. 11 MT MT. 11 MT. 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Gabriel Davis from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On play action, Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 31, Burrow completes this one to Thornton. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 14 yards that time for number 14. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
11 MT.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Burrow on 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. George Pickens, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
at their own 23-yard
The
line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, 27 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11-90. 11-90.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody.